Alright guys, I got a new review here of an older product, but I never reviewed these before. These are the SDL39s from Scaletrains. I had these for a couple of years. That's why I called it the late review. So we're going to review these. We'll go through the details because they actually are different from each other. They're not the same. Even though they came from the same manufacturer, both in the real world and the model world, they are detailed differently. They have different sounds. We're going to go through that. We're going to run. So come along for the ride. Alright, so starting off, a little history on the SDL39. They were built in 1969 by EMD, and the production ended in 1972. There was only ever 10 models made by EMD, as Milwaukee was the only road to specifically order this type. Basically, they were GP39s with 6-axle export trucks, and Milwaukee needed them to replace their RSC2 fleet built by Alco, and that's why these have 6-axle trucks, as the axles would actually be dispersed weight-wise better over the branch lines that Milwaukee had, which, if anybody knows Milwaukee's history and seen their branch lines, especially in Wisconsin and the Dakotas, they were terribly maintained. So these were perfect for that. And the L means light duty, along with the special duty and the SD itself. So we're going to go through the details of each locomotive. We're going to start with the 584. Now, currently, as far as I know, the other 9 reside in Chile, or Chile, however you want to pronounce that. The 581 was the first of them. It was wrecked and then scrapped. So if you ever want to have a complete fleet of locomotives, try to get all 9, or at least get some and then re-decal them, and you'd have the whole entire fleet. I have 2 out of the 10. That's good enough for now. So we'll start, like I said, we'll start with 584, and then we'll go through the details. Then once we're done with the details, we'll start them up, go through the sounds. I'll run each locomotive individually or together. We'll see how it goes on that. So let's get started. Alright, so starting off with 584. It's got a, this would be the bell and the horn. Bell, I believe, is an E-bell, but a different type. And when I say different type, we'll get down to 587. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's got nice brake detailing. It's got nice truck detailing as well. The different hoses here on the pilot. And unlike 587, it's got this shield here. And an interesting detail that Scaletrains actually did. Now, these, of course, are the museum quality, so they're of a higher grade than the others. And when we get to the sounds, you'll see just how good that is. Now, moving a little closer. I apologize about the shake cam. My floor's uneven. Got the GM logo here on the plate. Milwaukee Road is actually an individual plate, as well, as Milwaukee tended to do that. Got nice decaling here. Guessing that's what the class would be that Milwaukee had. I need to do a better job researching locomotives, how Milwaukee did. Milwaukee was confusing with a lot of their stuff that I tended to find out. And we're going to move down from the locomotive. Let me zoom out. So, picking up, moving down. Again, sorry about the bump. We're going to zoom back in. Got the shortened fuel tank, as it would not have needed a big fuel tank. Same thing, nice truck detailing as well. And then we'll move back to the back of the locomotive. Let me move down here slightly. There we go. Zoom in some more. Got some lettering here. No, sorry. Nicely detailed back pilot. Yeah, if you guys ever noticed, I don't script my stuff. I just raw video it. I feel like that's being more realistic, personally. I mean, no offense to any guys that script it. I just don't like writing scripts, so, you know, because I'm kind of lazy. So we're going to move the top here. We got what I believe is a winter shield over the exhaust vents. And then moving over here. Oh, this is 587, my bad. I thought I was still on the other one, but that's alright. We need to go over the detailing on this one too, so. And the bottom of the locomotives is actually the same. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. But the detailing is pretty much the same except for a few noticeable ones. Like up here, there's a different E-bell, which is basically two speakers. Also got a pile light. At least I assume it's pile. It might have been a different brand of gyro light, but 584 doesn't have it. I think the horns are the same. Up here you have the sand cap. And then I'll have to flip one of these locomotives around so you can see it when I fire them up. But the gauges in the locomotive cap actually light up. There's also ground lights, which I'll turn them on here in a minute. But yeah, I mean, the detailing is pretty good. I mean, for the price, let me zoom back out again. I mean, for the price itself, which was considerable, these I got from the hobby store for $350 a piece. So they're definitely, for the money, they're good. I like them. And they also have, you know, Scaletrains has their keep alive for the Lock Sound 5, so that makes it even better to deal with. Alright, so that's pretty much the review of both these guys. So I'm going to turn them on now, and then we're going to go through the sounds. I'm going to flip the 587 around so I can show you those gauges I was talking about. Okay, so turn on the headlight here. That's on. Alright, so first I'm going to go through a couple of features. First one is if you hit F5, you're going to get marker lights of different colors. And let me get angled a little closer so you can see it. You got green, red. So put on green for now. So we'll start with the horn on this one. And then we'll go to the bell. Alright, so these locomotives have a very interesting feature in that they have extra sounds that you don't actually have to hit the command for. And we'll get to that in a second. I'm going to show you the 587 moving over here. Like I said, some guys like to be more professional with this. I feel like I just rather just video it this way. So this one also has the same feature. Let me make sure it was on. Give me a second. Alright, headlights on. And I don't know if you can see it, but their ground lights are right here. And this one also has the same feature where you push the... Oh, there goes the light. There they go. Okay, so apparently F5 also turns on the... I don't know if you can see them right here. In fact, let me turn the lights off. So you can see it better. There we go. But you see how there's different lighting features on them. Ground light, the cab dials light up as well. So, nice little feature that Scaletrains put in. And then the gyro light also works, which is a nice feature. So now we'll do the sounds for 587. Horn's the same. Now the E-bell is definitely different. So turn the lights back on. We're going to show this one feature that this has, and then we'll show the other one. But these locomotives are programmed so that if they run over track joints, they make a clanking sound. So we'll run over the track joint. Which I think that's a pretty neat feature. So we'll run it back. And when you put it in reverse or forward, there's a sound like the locomotive engineer is actually switching the levers. But I thought the clanking is a pretty, like I said, a pretty neat thing. Makes it more realistic when you're switching and running over track joints. Alright, it's a little cramped in here, I'll put it that way. Oh, bump the camera again. Alright, so now we'll focus back on 584. And this is their feature that it should have. I know the 587 has this. And that's when you run into curves, you'll hear an actual flange screech, which is automatic. Now, some of the Locksound 5s are equipped with one you can put on F7, but this has it automatically. So running here into the curve. Yeah, to get it to work, you have to go really slow. You have to go pretty slow. There we go. One thing I forgot to mention, you put it on drive hold, which is F9, and turn the dial, you can actually get the sound like it's throttling up. Like it's pulling against this train, which is, you know, what could be, quote, heavy. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, share, hit the bell button, notifications, all that good stuff. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye now.